Let me be real with you. If you thought being a content creator in 2025 would be easier, think again. Algorithms are shifting, attention spans are shorter, and audiences are way more skeptical. So if you want to win as a content creator this year, you've got to stop playing it small. In this video, I'm sharing the 7 harsh truths I had to learn the hard way that completely changed how I show up online and the game-changing shifts you need to make if you want to stand out, grow faster, and actually make money from your content. Truth number 1, going viral doesn't mean you'll be successful. Viral videos might feel like winning the lottery, but they don't necessarily equal longevity. Virality is unpredictable, and you can't really control when or if something is even going to hit, so it sets unrealistic expectations. You'll feel like you're failing if every video doesn't perform like your big one. One viral video doesn't even guarantee long-term success or growth either. In fact, it can attract all of the wrong people, all of the wrong audience. I had a reel hit over 300,000 views in 24 hours. Was it exciting? Sure, but it brought in the wrong followers, there was absolutely no conversions, and it tanked my engagement after. Why did it tank? Because I didn't have a clear niche or next step for people to take. So we need to focus on building sustainable growth and not so much focusing on sudden spikes. We have to build community and not focus on clicks and have that be the most important thing. We need to stop treating YouTube like a slot machine and start treating it like an actual system. And we do that by focusing on creating consistent, searchable, binge-worthy content for the audience that you actually want. And if a video happens to go viral along the way, that's amazing, that's great. But your real power comes from depth, not just reach. That brings me to another trap too many creators fall into. Truth number 2, your content isn't boring, your delivery is. You don't need fancy cameras or viral dances, but you do need energy, presence, and clarity. And if people are clicking off your content, it could be because of a number of reasons, like you're not opening with a clear, compelling hook, or you're easing in slowly while viewers are deciding to bounce, or maybe your pacing is flat, there are no energy shifts, no vocal inflection, or just no urgency for people to keep listening. Maybe you're talking at people instead of to them. You're treating your videos like a webinar instead of a YouTube video. Maybe your videos are long-winded, stiff, and unedited. If you aren't using pattern interrupts, no camera angle changes, B-roll or subtitles or text, it's going to lose people's interest. My talking head videos with strong hooks, edits every 5 or so seconds, and B-roll visuals kept people watching way longer than any of my polished brand videos for whatever reason. So it's important to really switch it up, learn how to tell stories, keep up the pacing, and add as much movement as you can. Think like a creator, not like a lecturer. If you wouldn't sit through your own video, you have to ask yourself, why would they? And speaking of delivery, here's something that most people won't tell you. That brings me to truth number 3. You are not your audience, you have to study them. I used to make content that I thought was helpful, but once I started listening to what my audience actually struggled with, everything changed. I ran polls, I DM'd followers, I paid attention to even the comment section on my competitors' posts. That insight gave me viral post ideas I never would have come up with on my own, to be completely honest. So it's important to stop assuming and to start researching, because our growth lives in our audience's pain points. You are not your ideal client, and what feels obvious to you or to me might be breakthrough content for our audience. So study your audience like it's your job, because it really, really is. And you have to ask yourself, what are they Googling at 2 o'clock in the morning? What do they really complain about on Reddit forums, in the YouTube comment section, or even on TikTok? What are they embarrassed to admit that they don't know yet? The best content isn't created in a vacuum, it's pulled straight from your audience's struggles. And remember that pain points equals ideas, frustrations equals titles, language they use equals your hook. Talk like them. You don't have to guess what will perform. Your audience is telling you exactly what they want. You just have to listen. You really, really do. And that's when things will change. When I stopped creating content based on what I thought people should hear and started answering actual questions from my DMs and my LinkedIn comments, my content started to really resonate a lot more and actually convert. But Even if you do know what your audience wants, if your content doesn't look the part, they're scrolling right past it. Let's get into truth number 4. Retention is greater than reach. It doesn't matter how many people click if they don't stay. Your video isn't necessarily bad because it didn't go viral. It's often because people stopped watching at second 15, and that happens to a lot of people. I used to obsess over views, but views actually don't pay the bills, attention does. A viral hook means nothing if people bounce halfway through it. The algorithm is watching things like viewer behavior, and so should you. Once I added sound effects, on-screen captions, zoom-ins, and quick cuts every 3 to 5 seconds, that's when my average watch time jumped over 30%. So make sure that you study your analytics like they're your paycheck, because if you think about it, they really are. And if people drop off at the 20-second or so mark, don't blame the algorithm, right? Don't play victim. Fix the pacing, fix the problem. You're not just a creator, you're a director, and you need to think frame by frame when creating content. You need to think about what's keeping them watching right now. Add curiosity loops, mid-video teases, and pattern interrupts to keep everything dynamic and cut the fluff. Respect your viewers' time. Every second should earn the next. One of my best performing videos had no fancy gear, just high energy, snappy edits, and a strong message. It held 65% retention, I want to say, for a 4-minute video, and that did more for my reach than anything I posted that entire month, which I was so grateful for. All right, well, here's the real kicker. Even if your videos are strong, if your mindset isn't, you'll sabotage your own growth. Let's talk about truth number 5. Next is posting every day is useless if you hate what you're creating. Burnout will kill your momentum faster than low views ever could, to be honest. I used to force myself to post 3+ times per week, sometimes multiple times per day, even when I was uninspired, and every video felt like a chore. I dreaded filming, I hated even just getting ready to be on camera, and my audience could feel it. My energy dipped, and so did my ideas. Eventually, so did my engagement, and then the pressure to stay consistent just backfired altogether because I wasn't consistent with joy and happiness. The truth is, if you're not enjoying the whole process, you won't keep showing up, and your audience won't continue to show up either. So one day I gave myself permission to do less, but do better. I focused on 1 to 2 videos I actually cared about and liked talking about, and people started engaging with me again, which was amazing. Consistency really only works if it's sustainable, and showing up daily means nothing if you're phoning it in. It's better to post, I would say, 1 magnetic video a week than five drained ones no one remembers. Your creativity needs room to breathe, so build a schedule around your life, not someone else's hustle. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're constantly resenting your content calendar, it's time to really rewrite it. Make the process feel good again, because to be honest, when you enjoy creating, your audience really does enjoy consuming. You didn't start this journey to feel like an unpaid intern. You started it to build a life you actually wanted for yourself. Let your content reflect that. All right, let's get into money, because this next one surprised me the most. Truth number 6, making money will change how you feel about content. The moment I started getting brand deals and selling my own offers, content stopped being just fun. It became real work, and suddenly I wasn't just filming when I felt inspired. I had deadlines, I had deliverables, contracts, client expectations, and lots of pressure at times. And my audience wasn't just watching for fun anymore. They were looking to buy, to learn, and also to engage. The vibe shifted from, I would say, casual creativity to performance and lots of production. And although it wasn't bad, but it was different than what I was accustomed to. I had to learn how to navigate the pressure without losing the passion, because I see that happen to a lot of people. We have to treat content like a business before the money actually rolls in. We have to have systems in place early, like how you track deliverables, responding to brand inquiries, sending invoices, collecting testimonials, and even ways to create workflows for things like batch recording, editing, and publishing, so you're not scrambling under pressure and just feeling completely overwhelmed. You have to build your product or service ladder before people start asking to buy, so you're not caught unprepared, because that's what happened to me. We have to understand our numbers as well, like from engagement rates to pricing, taxes, so you're not shocked when that first check comes in. We have to protect your creativity by building structure around your energy, not just our output. So when content creation actually becomes your career, you'll thank yourself, your past self, for treating it seriously, like in the early stages, even when the checks are still small. And finally, the hardest truth of them all. Truth number 7, no one cares until you make them care. I was scared to show up online when I first started making content. I was afraid of being judged, being made fun of, but here's what I learned. No one's paying as much attention as you think, because there's a lot going on in the world right now and people are really focused on their own lives. And once I realized that, I stopped overthinking. So if you're anything like me, then just hit the publish button and, your content will start to work for you and not against you. So take imperfect action. No one remembers the post that you didn't make. These truths aren't here to scare you. They're here to set you free and wake you up. 2025 will reward creators who are clear, consistent, and also courageous. And if this hit home for you, hit that subscribe button, because I'm dropping content every week to help you grow smarter, not harder. And tell me in the comments which one of these harsh truths you are working through right now. I'll see you in the next video.